Clock now at 7:42 with the new Rawson reports, and it's a sweet one. If you love chocolate, you might think the more expensive stuff is really worth it.
Don't be so sure, though. Jeff Rawson is today's national investigative correspondent. What do you got us doing today?
Yeah.
Don't you love this?
Yeah.
Get ready to eat. Look, Valentine's Day is a little less than a month away. We'll all be shopping for chocolate, and let's be honest, we're going to be trying to figure out how little we can spend without looking cheap.
Way to go, Jeff.
Yeah, we're getting to know you, Jeff.
I'm a real catch. This morning I'm about to save you some money setting up a blind taste test. And by the way, we're putting the cheaper chocolate you get in grocery stores and convenience stores versus expensive gourmet chocolate. A lot of you guys think you're chocolate connoisseurs.
Yeah.
And you think you can tell the difference. We're going to put you to a blind taste test in just a moment. Put on your blindfolds right now, actually.
This is not the first time Carson's
We don't
used
get
a
to watch
blindfold.
this.
These are my own. I brought them from home.
On Valentine's
There's
Day.
video of that out there somewhere. So we're going to test you in a moment, but first, to the people. We're setting up shop in New Jersey's Menlo Park Mall. It's the Rawson Reports Chocolate Taste Test. It's just light on the palate. It's much smoother.
It's more like milk chocolatey and it like melts in your mouth.
After all, who doesn't love chocolate? A $20 billion industry. From the cheaper brands you buy in a bag to the fancy, expensive chocolate sold in lavish packaging. But if you didn't know which was which, what would you really like better? You chose the cheaper one.
I did?
Competing today, this generic milk chocolate, price 16 cents a piece, versus this gourmet milk chocolate, 5 times more expensive at 81 cents a piece. We had our tasters put on blindfolds. How many fingers am I holding up?
I don't know.
Good answer. Then we put the cheaper chocolate on a white napkin and the expensive chocolate on a red napkin. Here is the chocolate. You can have as much or as little as you want. After each taste, we gave everyone a palate cleanser, crackers and water. There you go. Here's the other. Plenty of tasters chose the expensive brand on the red napkin.
I got the smoothness of it.
I had more creaminess.
It's like creamier.
Creamier. Interesting, because now I want you to listen to the tasters who chose the cheaper chocolate on the white napkin.
It's creamier.
Tasted creamier.
It was creamier, just had a little more flavor to it.
We taste tested all day, dozens of people, and the results are in.
I like this one better.
This one.
In fact, nearly half said they like the cheaper chocolate better. This one is 5 times more expensive, and you chose the cheaper one.
No, this one is better. It has a sweeter taste to it. When it comes to chocolate, you want it to be sweet.
She's right. Cheaper chocolate is often sweeter. And chocolate expert Liz Gutman says there's a reason many prefer it.
It's got more sugar, it's sweeter, and it's also, that's what people are used to. That's what they grow up eating.
She says expensive chocolates have finer ingredients and more cocoa. But if you're trying to impress your Valentine with the money you spend, think again. What's the message here?
It doesn't matter if it's expensive. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money just on chocolate. Go with the cheap. It's delicious.
No sleep, delicious.
Yeah, they won't be,
All right.
You put some blindfolds on these guys, they won't be quiet, which is good. I didn't want you to hear anything.
Okay.
I can get used to this, by the way. All right, so in your left...
You should put blindfolds on us.
Won't do it.
So they weren't able to watch any of it. They
Okay.
weren't able to get to see any of it. And so in your left hand, I have a chocolate.
Okay.
Taste the chocolate in your left hand. Have a little bite of that. By the way, while you're doing that, I should tell you that the audience at home can see the color-coded napkins. This is what they're having right now.
Okay.
I'm holding it up here. They're having this colored napkin right here. That's what they're tasting right now.
Okay.
Okay, you guys good on that?
Yeah.
All right, now do the right hand. So now they're tasting. Now they're tasting this colored napkin right here.
That's very clear. I got this.
Oh,
one.
you have this one, Natalie?
This one.
I think
I
so.
have to have a
I think I
more.
do.
Now, I should tell you, when we asked,
I'm going.
in our blind taste test, when we asked people which one do you think is more expensive, they all chose the cheaper one.
Okay.
So, but we'll see what you guys think.
Okay,
All right,
I don't really know.
Matt, let's start with you.
I'm gonna
Left
go
hand,
with
right
the
hand.
right one is the more expensive kind.
Yeah.
Okay, Savannah,
I think the right one. I do.
Natalie,
Definitely.
Al.
Same here.
I have to binge eat here. Now I feel like if I say the right, it's going to be the left. But it clearly tastes like the one on the right is a richer, more expensive chocolate.
Wow. All right, you take
Creamier,
your blindfolds
smoother.
off. You all got it right.
All right, I gotta be honest. You know why I knew it? This is a Dove. Isn't this Dove?
I was going to say, it tastes
Because
like a Dove.
I can feel
Dove's
it.
not
you cheated?
It's the
No,
cheap.
I was
It's the
going to say, it's
the
Dove,
shape.
because I know it too. I love Dove.
By the way, all this
Dove's
proves is
good.
you're a bunch of chocolate snobs.
Give me that
That's all this
Dove.
proves. And it's-
Actually, both were delicious.
They were
They're
good.
really,
They're
really
good,
good.
right?
What's the Jeff? Do you know the difference in price? With the
Yeah. One is 5 times more expensive than the other. The cheaper one is 16 cents a piece.
Well, it's not 5
the more
times
expensive is
better.
81
Yeah.
cents a
Yeah,
piece.
because it's not worth. I mean, it might not be worth the
Not worth the
difference.
So, Jeff,
Yeah.
feel free to
Definitely
cheap
not.
out on your wife again this year.
Trust me.
So
Yeah,
Danielle,
Like a Dove
Danielle,
works
you
for
know
me.
he's going to cheap out on you. Okay.
Obviously.
Thanks
She
for the
knows me
report,
well enough
Jeff.
to know
We
that.
appreciate it.
Thanks,
Good
Jeff.
seeing you.
Yeah, so take care, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Funny, I was going to say. Carson's shopping for Valentine's Day.
I love Lucy. She was eating the chocolates.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
try 'em all.